What's up, my Houston Eaters? Welcome to Houston Eats. It's your boy Kool-Aid. Man, we back for one more again. I got something real special for you today, fam. Check this out. We're making Kool-Aid-Pie, fam. Yeah, that's right. You heard correct. Kool-Aid-Pie. Now I'm gonna tell you, man, because you know what? Everybody loves some good old-fashioned Kool-Aid, right? And I know everybody like pie. They like apple pie, cherry pie, sweet potato pie, that key lime pie. That key lime pie. Pumpkin pie? Nah, not pumpkin pie. But pie. Everybody loves pie. Thing is, fam, a lot of us don't like to make it because it's a huge margin of error with baking pie. It's very easy to mess up a pie. You can overdo the crust, you can mess up the filling, get the wrong ingredients right, but fam, today I'm about to show you how to make a pie that's so easy to make, you can't mess this up. Trust me. I mean, you cannot mess this up. And guess what? You ain't even gotta bake it, fam. But before we get into that, I gotta head to the store real quick, pick up a few items, and then we're gonna park it right back here, fam. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any new content like this delicious pie I'm about to show you how to make in a little bit, fam. So you want to go ahead and lock yourself in, go ahead and subscribe, like this video if you decide to like. At the end of the video, if you like it, make sure you hit that like button, and that way you can be locked in for all new content in the future. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and hit up that stove, get them items. We're gonna come right back here to make some good old Kool-Aid pie. Don't go nowhere, you dig? Alright, fam, so just a quick recap of everything we're going to need for this simple recipe. Alright, first you're going to need your pie crust. Alright, it's a pre-made pie crust. Now listen, I got the pre-made pie crust because I wanted to keep this thing real simple, fam, alright? Now, I could have been all complicated and complex and got the graham crackers and crushed them up and showed you how to make your own pie crust, but I wanted to keep this recipe very simple, just like with the whipped cream. I can show you how to make your own whipped cream, but like I said, I want this recipe to be as non-intimidating as possible, alright? Because the purpose of these videos is to show you how to make some easy recipes for you and your family with no stress, none of that. If you do want to see me making some recipes with making the whipped cream yourself or making your pie crust, you want to see that kind of execution, I got you, fam. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see something like that. Let's get on with the recipe. You need pie crust, whipped cream, of course a star. It's gonna be that good old Kool-Aid, fam. Definitely want to have that Kool-Aid packet right here. Alright, condensed milk. This condensed milk is very important because this is where your sweetness is gonna come from. Alright, now trust me, this milk, this sweetened condensed milk is very sweet all on its own. So you might think, oh, well, I need to add some sugar or some powdered sugar, maybe to add some flavor. Trust me, fam, you don't need that. This stuff is extremely sweet. So if you put this in your recipe, it's gonna be sweet enough. Don't worry, don't fret. And I mean, now if you want to, feel like you're eating a diabetes pie, then sure, you can add 2 of them or add some sugar, fine. But it's not necessary. Alright, so all you need is this right here. Now, in addition, all right, I got this is optional. All right, some strawberry flavoring, some artificial flavoring. All right, just to add a little extra kick of that strawberry flavor to this pie, but you don't need it. Kool-Aid packet enough will be enough flavor to get through, or whatever flavor you decide to use for your Kool-Aid pie, you can use that. But I'm just happening to use strawberry today, and I'm using additional strawberry extract just to enhance that flavor a little bit, okay? Speaking of enhancement, I got this pink food coloring just to add a little pink coloring, which again is not necessary. The strawberry, the Kool-Aid packet is going to add a lot of color to it, but I like just to have just the extra punch of this. So if you want to, be a little extra, hey, add this to your thing as well. Also, these Graham Cracker Crumbs, they are also optional. You don't have to include these. This is just to add a little extra finishing touch and garnish on your icing and whatnot once the pie is done. And then I got this Yeah, I got this offline. These is Yum Crumbs. This is actually, if you ever had the strawberry shortcake ice cream from Good Humor, or I think Bluebell, you know, those little strawberry bars, this is the crumbs that come with it. You can order it offline. I got this one, so I'm just going, like I said, it's optional, but I'm gonna add this to my pie as an additional garnishing or whatever to make that thing pop a little more, add a little extra flavor, okay? We got this ready to rip pie. Now, like I said, if you didn't want to buy it pre-made, all you got to do is go ahead and make yourself some whipped cream, get a piping bag, cut a little thing at the tip, and you good to go. But in lieu of doing all that, just go ahead and buy a pre-made, fam. If you don't mind spending a little extra cash, just go ahead and buy this right here, all right? Now, without further ado, let's get on to the execution, making some good Kool-Aid pie. Alright fam, first thing you want to do is add your whipped cream to a bowl, like so. Let's go ahead and add it to a bowl, like so. Alright. Next, you're going to add your sweetened condensed milk. You just go pour that in like so. Real thick. It's going to be almost impossible to get all of this out just by pouring. So what you're going to have to do is get like a spoon or something and just scrape all that stuff out so you can get all that, every little bit of sweetness out of this can. All right, that should be enough. Next, we're going to add our strawberry extract, which is optional. Here we're going to go add a little just to give it an extra punch of flavor. Next, I'm going to add that pink food coloring, which is non-toxic, safe to eat. You know, it's just the same stuff, you know, you buy your foods with. Just add a little extra pink coloring. And last, but surely not least, oh, we about to use this strawberry Kool-Aid, fam. What you know about that? Come on, Kool-Aid pie. Kool-Aid pie, come on. We ain't even got to bake it, fam. We ain't even gotta bake it. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be a masterpiece, I promise you. Just add the thing in like this right here. Alright. Now what you wanna do once you've had once you put all your ingredients in the bowl, you want to stir and fold, alright? Stir. Then you wanna just fold it in. Alright? Stir, fold. Like so. Oh man, this is gonna be, man. If y'all was here right now, y'all could just smell the sweet goodness coming off of this right here. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is gonna be wonderful. I'm trying to tell you, man. And I'm gonna tell you, like, cause I know most of us want pie, you know, when you having your family gatherings and get-togethers, or maybe, you know, your kids just want dessert, you know what I mean? But you know, you're intimidated by baking a whole pie, or it's too time-consuming to deal with all that. Hey, this is real quick, fast recipe. Easy, affordable, ingredients aren't very expensive that you can make for your family, and boom, you know what I mean? And I don't want to lie to you and tell you it's low calorie. I don't really know what the calories is like, but I know it's, you know, that condensed milk probably got quite a bit of calories. You know, it has about 130 calories per teaspoon. So I mean, yeah, that condensed milk is carrying some weight to it. But the whipped cream is, for the most part, I don't think it has that many calories. So you just continue to stir, fold, just like so. You're gonna stir it, stir, stir. Fold that thing like a lawn chair. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to see my stuff a little bit more color. So I'm gonna add a little bit more food coloring, fam. I like for it to be like almost a hot pink. You can also add like frozen fruit and stuff like that. Like if you like, you could buy some frozen strawberries and put in this. If you know, or you know, if you're using orange flavored Kool-Aid, or if you're using a different kind of Kool-Aid, you can, you know, use any accompanying frozen fruits, you know, that go with the flavor you're using. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. I'm just using the strawberries, so you know, I'm just saying frozen strawberries would be good with this. But we're gonna go without them today. So as far as I'm concerned, this is looking pretty good. So the next step of execution is just to add this filling to our pre-made pie crust. And we're gonna add it like so. Now if you want exact measurements, I say this is about a 9-inch pie crust, a 9-inch. Yeah, this is a 9-inch pie crust. The whipped cream is about a 12-ounce container, and I'm gonna tell you, fam, between the 12-ounce container and the 14 ounces of sweet condensed milk, I've the filling is actually too much for this size pan. So if you want to use the 12-ounce whipped cream, you might want to get a bigger pie crust. I think they have some that's like 11 inches. This is one of the more smaller ones. I say that because the amount that I made for the filling is a little over, right? So you can just keep your whipped cream container and whatever leftover filling you have, you can just put it back in there and save it and put it in the refrigerator. If you, in case you want to make another pie or like another mini pie, you know, because you might not want to use the bigger pie crust because you might be watching your calories and you don't want to make a huge pie. So this might still be a good option for you, but just know that if you do that, follow this recipe, you're going to have a little more filling than you need for this pie, and that's okay. You know, you just put it to the side, use it for later, save you some work in the future. Looks good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add our yum crumbs. Now, like I said, this step is completely optional. It's just for you to add an extra crunch to your dish, a little extra flavor, and that's about it. But you don't need it. Your pie will be amazing all on its own if you skip this step. So we're going to add those good old yum crumbs. We're going to just pour them on sparingly. Just to get a nice little coat. Yeah. Just going to get a nice dusting. Nice little layer. There we go. Alright, that's good. Now what you want to do is you want to take your nice clean hand. You want to just pat that thing. Pat it in, pat it in, pat it in, pat it in. And if you want, you can go in for an additional layer. Just add it a little more crust, thicker crust, a little more texture. Just go ahead and go in one more again. There we go. There we go. It looks good. Okay. I'm just gonna pat it one more time. Boom, boom. Make sure everything is adhering to the filling. Okay, once you have your nice, beautiful pie filled, what you want to do is you want to put a lid on it or some kind of covering over it, and then you want to place it in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours, or you can put it in the freezer for about 2 hours, 2 hour minimum. I personally like to put these things in overnight so that it gets real solidified and it maintains your structural integrity. But if you don't like yours too cold, you don't want to get the, you don't want it too cold, and you just want to have that nice little soft fleshy filling, then hey, just, like I said, 4 hours in the fridge, 2 hours in the freezer. All right, so we can go ahead and get this thing in the freezer, and then we're gonna come back and get ready to slice. All right, fam. We have now had our pie chilling in the freezer overnight. So now, the next step, I prefer to take this pie out of this particular container, but you don't have to. You can actually just start to, if you have a knife or a pie cutter or whatever, you can just cut it from this point here on. All right, but for this next step, how I'm gonna do it, you're gonna need an offset. No, fam, not that offset. This offset, okay? Now what you're basically gonna do is you're gonna get in here. You have to be real careful not to damage the pie because it's very fragile. So you wanna get up in there, slide, and then you wanna transport it. Next, let's get some decoration on this pie, all right? Like I said, this is optional, but this is just wanting to have a little extra flair to it, all right? Just like this. Almost ran out on me. All right, now we're gonna take breadcrumbs right here. All right, we're gonna just lightly sprinkle them. There you go, that looks good. Let's get a little more. All right. Without further ado, let's cut into this bad boy, see what we're working with. And there you have it, fam. Nice Kool-Aid pie. Look at that. A thing of beauty. Now the only thing left to do is to take this nice Kool-Aid pie and serve it up on a plate, and let's taste. All right, fam, it's the moment of truth. Got our nice Kool-Aid pie. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Yeah, man, and you saw how easy it was to make. No oven necessary, no baking. Just put it in the bowl, mix all the ingredients together, pour it in the pie crust, throw that thing in the refrigerator or the freezer for however long you desire. Take it out. Hey, man, you got yourself a nice little pie, man. Tastes good too. And like I said, you don't have to limit yourself to just strawberry. You can use key lime flavor, orange flavor, whatever flavor packets they have in terms of Kool-Aid, you can make a pie. And you know how many flavors Kool-Aid got, so the options are dang near endless. Alright, so don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Like I'm about to treat myself right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Kool-Aid pie. As easy as pie. Let's taste. Nice, cool, flavorful. The extra little crunch from the crumbles on top has different textural complexity to it. The sweetness is just perfect. Don't need no more sugar, no less. It is perfect. I'm telling you, man, easy recipes like this. If you want to see more, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, like this video if you like it. That way you can get more of this wonderful recipes just like this. Look at that, man. Look at that texture. Now I want you to see that, man. I'm gonna turn this thing on around. I want you to see. Thing look like cheesecake, don't it? Don't it? Look like cheesecake. Ain't no cheesecake, ain't no cream cheese in it. Just everything you saw. You want the whipped cream crumbles on it? Telling you, this where it's at. This where it's at. But look, I don't want to keep this video too long. I'm gonna keep it nice and short as it can be. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, like to the channel, share this video with any of your friends and family or whatnot. Yeah, just stay tuned for what's coming next, man. I got some good things in store. You're gonna love to see what's gonna come next. Trust me. Stay locked into the channel. But anyway, love y'all guys. Appreciate all the support y'all been showing, and we're gonna keep going strong. For 2023, man, we're gonna keep it going, alright? It's just the first of many. So anyway, love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Peace.